Greetings. I'm Sonali, and I don't even know if this is going to work, but I've been wanting to make rambling videos for a long time because I've done this YouTube channel and I haven't properly used it the way that I intended to because of my laziness. But something I was thinking about yesterday before when trying to sleep. I was trying to think of cool subjects that I could just start rambling about. And one of those I thought just to share if someone cares or wants to listen. Um, I wanted to share my intense love for Low Roar and Ryan Karadzija's work because to me this guy is like he became my favorite artist of all time. I do listen. I have that playlist. Um, I use it to sleep, and time and time again, Ryan's voice just becomes a very comforting thing at many times throughout my life. Um, and time again, I just rediscover his music, and I just love Aurora. And I every week, I share some lyrics when listening to Spotify. I share it on my WhatsApp status on Twitter because I'm just how I I need people to see this because this is the most beautiful thing ever. I wanted to just ramble about it. I have 122 liked musics. I There's some bits of music I haven't heard because I'm not perfect, but most of it, yeah, I just love it. Uh, we had a essay work for school, and we had to make a biography of someone. And since I was just listening to a lot of Laura, I'm gonna see some about it because And uh, I always had this notion that writing was Swedish because the music used in Death Stranding was recorded in Sweden or something. It was just overview things that I had heard about it. But no, he's like a guy from California, which I think is pretty funny. I don't quite remember um, if he is, yeah, I think he's Hispanic by his father's part, I believe, but he still is American from California, but still has, a different heritage and only moved to Sweden and then moved to Latvia, if I remember correctly. And it's just all of these lyrics, of course, everyone got to find this music because of Death Stranding. I After they released it for PC, because I don't have a PS4, don't have a PlayStation. I played only the beginning, didn't even do any boss fights, but I watched Jacksepticeye's um, gameplays. Did I understand anything? No, but it's still, I think it's a nice game with nice characters, amazing acting, and some fun stuff. Though it's very hard to play, at least for me, because I'm a bad gamer. but I love Mads and his acting, and fell in love with Norman Reedus also. And all of the music used in Death Stranding is just gorgeous. And even my ex was just super addicted to Death Stranding, so it's like I didn't play it, but it's still a game I really like, and many people really love, even though some are just like boohoo walking simulator cringe. Like that's the point. Look at that fucking beautiful view mountains. That's like the best way to do a walking simulator. And I don't think those are bad in any way. And of course, Death Stranding was made by Kojima. I don't know, I will not say it Sama or Sensei, but of course the same creator for my favorite series, which is Metal Gear, that I'm very ill about. I love Metal Gear Solid so much. Um, I've played 5 of the games, not all. Had to watch some because I don't have the means or the patience to get a PlayStation 3, but still, everyone loves this guy. He is great. I love Metal Gear. I love games. I love cinema. And I will always be thankful for him bringing Laura to light, because this changed my life. It became my favorite music ever. And the the music that shows up the most in Death Stranding, I started like only listening to these, which are great. Um, I remember Easy Way Out has a funny story because I used to really like it, but then when I broke up, my ex-girlfriend used it as like, oh, I'm sorry, I listened to this song because we were all listening to it a lot. Even when their most recent album was published, when I traveled to see my uncle, because he's also a Kojima nerd, and it was the only album he had downloaded on his PC. So when we went to bed to sleep, it would just play on loop. And then in the middle of the night, you would wake up to Burial Ground playing, and I would be scared as shit. And I would be so scared because it's a good song. It's very pretty, but this kind of vinyl voice effect is super scary when it's all dark and you're trying to sleep. That's not fun. It's like the rest bus stop on Time and Place of Cara Cara Bonito. It's like I love those songs, but that song freaks me out so bad. But anyway, um, when I broke up, this girl just, oh, I listened to this song and it made me realize stuff, and then I never listened to it again. And I was like, damn, there's like, oh my god, it's been so long since I haven't heard this, because there were times on 2020, 2021 where I would listen to it like a lot, but then I would have like breaks and not listen to it. I think I should, because certain songs just you become too used to it, because if you listen to stuff every day, at some point, even if it takes months, it will lose the sparkle. But then revisiting and rediscovering it again and again after some months was something that I did a lot. It all started when, oh, that's training, wow. And my uncle, who is like closest person to me, was just like, "Yo, listen to this," and when we still live together, and they're like, "Oh, don't be so serious," and it's the most famous one from Death Stranding, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I've never heard music like this," and I didn't use Spotify back then, I think, so I had it on YouTube, and I was like, "Wow, that's great," and then I started by that time I started listening to whole albums because I just had random music playlist on YouTube from things that weren't even music sometimes, like music from ads and commercials. I'd put it in, or just meme videos because I like the little songs they had, and I had like an extensive playlist on YouTube that was just like gigantic. I don't even use it anymore because it's just like impossible. I also do have that on Spotify, which is just infinite, but whatever. And don't be so serious. It's just everything. It captures that unnerving feeling, that isolation, everything. It's a great song. All of these are amazing. Also, Asylums for the Feeling, it is super great. All the other artists are super talented. But it started at this, and now I don't even know which song is my favorite. And even the lyrics, everything. So many times you can understand, you like hear something because the way he sings is so odd and different and unique, and you hear something, but then the lyrics are something totally different than what you imagined. But it's always such soft and painful and tired, but it's still very angelic and soft. And all of these lyrics, I really, right now, I can choose a favorite song because there are so many. And many songs I just looked over and, brushed it off, never paid attention to. Now I pay attention to, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so gorgeous. I just want to cry. I want to listen to it like forever and share its lyrics to everyone because it's so beautiful, you know? And many of them are like that. Bones, another good example. What's up? Please shut up. Bones, I always thought it was two women singing because there's another singer here. And I was like, why is there two women singing? Why isn't Ryan singing? Until I realized it wasn't two women. It was just that singer and Ryan, because I just didn't know shit about it and just listened to this collection from Death Stranding, and I was like, oh my god, it's it's just him, but he sounds many times he sounds like a woman because it's just such angelical voice, and it's just so pretty. Here it just sounds like him. Every The thing about Low Roar, I always thought, um, I'm sad. Listen to Low Roar. This is sad music. I want to be relaxed to study or work on my drawings. Listen to Low Roar. I'm heartbroken. As I was for a long time, I listened to Low Roar. If I want to go to sleep, I listen to Low Roar. When I was in love, like, super crazy love, um, I listened to Low Roar also. So so many times, I think it's a very versatile song because they are so hard to capture. They are so isolated, so pained, so um, I forget the melancholic, but they're still very relaxing. You know, this um they when they both sing, it's just so gorgeous. You know, two people like, well, we used to love each other, but now, I don't know anymore, and so many confusing emotions. And the instrumentals are also always gorgeous. Um, I need to give credit to um, all of the other instrumentals and people that have worked on Laurel. The first album was just Ryan, but after, it wouldn't have been the same if it was just him. Even if he was the heart of this project, but you can't deny how others had very importance to it. Anyways, I love this. Love them. This, you know, torturing of each other. This pain stuff. I don't remember these lyrics. But yeah, I think all of these lyrics you can relate to in some form because they're just so sad, so isolating. You know, Ryan once said that he just made songs as he was living, so it's kind of his legacy of how he was living life, how every moment of his life was. This one is really good, even though it has a different sound to it. But yeah, this I forgot it was this song, but I really love this. I've made mistakes and I was a coward, took the easy way out, but still, you just want to feel something again that matters, that really feels. It's not I want to feel happy, it's not even that. I just want to feel something that's worth remembering. And I relate to that a lot. Like, damn, I just want to feel something, god damn it. And it's so pretty. Many of these songs are just like sound like cry outs for help. Many, many, many. And I just love all of this. Many, like, this is a whole ass song, 2 minutes, and it only has this because it's so instrumental heavy and there's so many, you know, one line can last so long because it's sang in such calm and elongated voice singing, and it's just feel like straining you out. There's just, regretting stuff. Am I gonna, commit to it or not? This I also really love, being feeling stuck and this is it. I'll just die and rot. Um, Once in a long, long time, also a classic. This one, I don't remember the lyrics. Many lyrics are very cryptic, and you're just, well, those are words. And it's very reminiscent of Radiohead. Um, there's this song uh, here, Weird Fishes and No Surprises. They are, well, No Surprises is, very cliche because it's a very popular song, especially with memes and stuff. But Weird Fishes, I don't know how I got it. Someone on Twitter recommended me to listen to In Rainbows to, because everyone, oh, Radiohead is in soul music and listen to Creep. And I love Creep. I think it's a good song. Despite all the memes, I think it's a very good song. And I relate to it. And I want to be perfect. And I want people to notice when I'm not around. And that's girl music, okay? And it's, you know, also, um, out of Radiohead, I have to listen more to it. I only listen to OK Computer by now, which is cheap of me because it's the most important album, but still, it's very good. I was like, oh wow, that's good song. Especially, it has very similar elements that I found on Laura. This is just way more computery and more techno, more synth-like, while Laura tends to be way more acoustic because, well, it was just a guy in his kitchen with a laptop and a guitar, and that's it, you know. But so many songs of here are so pretty, so gorgeous. But things like Fitter Happier that, stick out. And it is the last listened song of this whole album. Even though it's such a popular album and such impactful one, and it's still a very good song. It's not a good song, but it's a good statement and form of art. And it is just, I'm like, oh my god, who is torturing this poor little computer text to speech voice? It makes me so sad, but at the same time, these are all so sad. They're also so relatable. Like every single day, I'm like, I need to go to the gym. I need to eat well. I need to sleep well. Go sleep early. I need to stop, being crazy. But it never works. Like today I'm gonna go sleep early so I don't feel tired tomorrow. And you never do because something happens and then you're going to sleep late again and tomorrow you're gonna feel like shit again. Or even sometimes you go sleep early but you still feel like shit the next morning. And, nothing you do matters. And it's this, you know, I love the many nonsense, quote unquote, stuff that still gives a picture to you, gives a feeling, talking about car washes or not killing bugs, employment, but still, you know, um, trying to not cry, having good memories, crying with a good film, feeling feelings, and being with people, and then things stop making sense at some point. But still, you'll always try, even if you're miserable, you'll just repeat to yourself, I'll be fitter, happier, more productive, and this type of stuff. I on some SoundCloud history. I do believe Radiohead influenced Laura because I think there was a cover of some song. It wasn't a song I knew, but it was there. So I'm like, okay, there's definitely um, inspiration from this. And Weird Fishes just has a very similar um, crying out singing with a bunch of weird instrumentals. And it's just the most gorgeous. Meanwhile, Talking Heads has the most gorgeous bass. This has the most gorgeous drums. Like, it's just hypnotizing. These drums are so comforting. I just wanna stay here forever and sleep on a little cloud inside the cosmos, and it's so gorgeous. And the very, tired and crying out angelical voice. It's so similar, and I didn't think I would like Radiohead of what I had heard from people, but it's very different from the image people have. It's like, okay, this is some experimental weird instrumentals with sad melancholic um, singing, and that's shit I like. That's shit I love. And very abstract lyrics, even on No Surprises, which is one of the most famous ones. There's shit like my final belly ache, my final fit a handshake of carbon monoxide. That doesn't mean shit, but it still brings an image, a feeling, a metaphor, and it's so so sad. Again, you know, but still that very sad, sad, crying out type of singing, and it's very similar. Both here we have Low Roar from the album Low Roar, from the band Low Roar, and 13, which are both, they don't have any lyrics, they're just weird ass sounds. And I still think they're very great. I don't listen to them to sleep because I don't want to be scared when trying to sleep, nor bother anyone else. But it's still just a lot of sounds and very experimental. It's not just, some piano or some guitar. No, they're very weird and vinyl like, with pauses and glitches and stuff. Um, Please Don't Stop, Chapter 1 and 2 is also another one I used to really, really like. You know, I didn't know they had to interrogation marks here, but I love all of these lyrics. They're so, please understand me, please understand my words, you know, don't, you're trying to fight, but you get misunderstood, and then, everything gets worse. They're so, so pretty. I'll keep coming with this very quote unquote annoying videotape sound, but it still gives off that experimental feeling, and that's on a lot too. You know, the repetition, the cycle of stuff. And after his death, um, it's funny. It's not funny, but the way that I found out was through Hideo Kojima's Twitter, because he did, become kind of friends, acquaintances with Ryan, and listen to his songs. I posted it, the vinyls and his little MP3 player. He did just post, a being sad by Ryan's passing away. And when I saw that, I was just like, no, there's no way. There's no way that's real. And it was. And I cried so, so, so much. It made me so, so, so sad. Because, wow, I knew that I would never see him sing live. The chances were very, very low because they wouldn't even make shows. They were very rare. Um, Even more rare outside of Europe. So it was a very low chance. But it still made me so sad. And right after, I found this YouTube video um, with the unreleased songs. This is not an unreleased album. This person, they had put a Google Drive of the unreleased songs. I don't know where that went because I can't find it. But I'm not crazy. It had it. I don't know what happened. But many of these, like Idiot, which is such a favorite, it's so gorgeous. You can find it on old YouTube videos from 12 years ago. So, yeah. Many were just very old, and it didn't make to the record. And many of this is also a favorite song. It's so gorgeous.
Sitting alone at the bottom of a hill. My house is torn, now an idiot.
Still, it's it makes you want to cry even more because I already love this song. I really, really love it. But, it was just him playing from his bedroom. He's just a guy. He was just a guy. And things like Friends Make Our Marriage, True Friends Take It Out, which became one of my favorite songs. I never paid much mind to it, but after, years of listening to Aurora, I just went to revisit and ended up listening to it better, and it became one of my favorites ever because it has such pretty lyrics, and you have a decade ago him singing it on a super acoustic level, and it's gorgeous. It's just so pretty, you know, this very romantic vision. Not even romantic, it's just, reminiscing about childhood, about memories, and, all that magic, and how it ends at some time, but it's still, you can still keep these thoughts and these memories. Another thing, this part, I really love it and share it all the time, you know, because at the end of the day, no one will truly know you or know what you felt. You can share it through music and through art, and at the end, he was doing that all of the time with this album. The whole purpose was to do that, to share whatever was happening, but still you have memories, and it's so fun. I think it's this part, I bet both of these people that I'll never know who they were, but they would probably laugh at that lyric, and it's very intimate and very touching, but it's still, it is super relatable because it's just talking about feelings and struggles, and this is just so gorgeous. And after his death, many of these lyrics just gained a new meaning. I will hold you till I die, and I'm rolling up inside my grave. you know and there's only so many words a dead man can say. Many of these gain a new meaning because, yeah, yeah, I wonder if he kept his promises and everything, but we'll never know. I'll never know, and it's not my business. But it's still, um, it's very hard to um, feel that and hear through it, and it's so gorgeous. This part is just so pretty.
But you both laugh at that lie. I miss the feel of it. You touch, your kiss weighs heavy on my mind.
These are so pretty. Another one, these are more, I think, rhythmical. You know, they're less sad and more just normal, but it's still very pretty. Many have a. I'm not just my interpretation of how I relate to it, but a lot of these have a very revenge thing. Like, yeah, I know you're I know the things you do. I know how you manipulate people, and I won't fall for it. It gives that kind of sentiment. Waited for 10 years too. It's so pretty, reliving, um, having, my mom bless me. And many of these from the new album have that very sentiment. Well, Without You is one of my favorites, a contestant, because it's so sad, but I still can't choose between those, but it is a favorite. You know, the idea, it's not a reflection of me, it's just a shadow that has the same shape as me, you know, and I don't have anything to lose. And this, you know, thinking of breakups, was I wrong for not putting up a fight for stuff? But still, you, I love you so much, and when I look at you, I just can't do anything. And this is one of the most beautiful, like, pieces of poetry I've ever seen in my life, you know, because at the end of the day, all that I'm doing with my life and all that everyone's trying to do is just try to keep our bones inside our skin and keep on living. Um, and this, you just keep getting colder, keeps getting harder because life never gets easier. And um, it's just so pretty. I love this so much. This line is one of my favorites ever from anything. It's gorgeous because, yeah, I'm trying to keep my bones inside my skin, and sometimes I'm failing. Maybe someday my skeleton will just crawl out and go to the skeleton war, but I don't know. And having someone so important to you, I don't know if I can do this without you, not even in a romantic way but in a family way, because a lot of times when losing someone or someone moving away, it's like I don't know if I can do this without this person. And well, you can, it's just hard, but at the end you can do it. Another one of my favorites that I don't listen so much because it's 7 minutes long, but it's Bye Bye that makes me wanna cry so much when I'm on the bus listening to it, because it reminds so much of Metal Gear and Otacon, Hallmark, and Solid Snake, David, because it's more, if I remember correctly, the clip, the video clip of this, and the other song, David. It's him talking about a mentor, a kind of uncle figure that took care of him. But, art is made to, you make it for some reason, but then people will take it and put their own feelings to it. And many things, Dave, I'm so happy, but I'll never let it show. And, you know, if you love me, David, please just let me go. It just makes me think so much of Metal Gear Solid 4, where Solid Snake is straight up dying and straight up dies. But, he there's so many things I could go on about, that, but it's, Otacon, I don't believe in God, so you're the only one I can pray to, and all of these little things. And that is my fanfic, because this song is so coded to that, and it makes me so sad. It's so gorgeous, you know. I love you. I'm so happy, but you have to go, and I have to go, and it's so tragedy. And the other one, David, literally the name of the character, so you can't blame me. But it's so pretty. It feels has the feeling of someone getting sick. You're my old friend. Is it time to say goodbye? Is this the end? You know, is this the last time we'll see each other? Um, Many of these lyrics I can't know the meaning to, but they gave give me these feelings. Phantoms also has a very those very beautiful drums and more of that experimental feeling with cryptid, abstract lyrics. They're so pretty. They're sang like a ghost, like a phantom, and it's another favorite. It's so 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 pretty. Give up. Oh, oh, oh. Give up is another favorite because I think yes, when um, one of the artists that worked with Ryan after his passing, she posted something with these lyrics. Yes, this is one of my favorite lyrics. When I'm trying to keep my bones inside my skin, it's my favorite, line. But this is my favorite lyric because, you know, you won't wake up rich someday. It's not gonna happen out of the blue. You have to, change. And artists, me being an artist, I'm not don't do music, don't have that yet, but I'll never, I'll try to never lose that, to never wake up without something to draw or an idea, and I'll always, try to never lose that. And it means nothing to some people, but it means a whole lot to us. And always when you're at your lowest point, you'll always, try to play it out that everything's fine. And, you know, you think this is a 2011 song, but still, oh my god, that he felt this way. And many people like me and him, we've have felt this way. And it's just, sharing emotions, because that's what music is for, that's what art is for, is sharing feelings. Even though people have different feelings and different experience, still, yeah, I'll try to seem okay when I'm not really. And and growing numb, stopping feeling something. It goes back to, I just want to feel something again. And I don't think I'll ever have dry tear ducts because they're they're very dumb, and I'll cry for anything. But at some time they get empty. You can't just cry anymore because for certain things, like I've cried all the much that I had for that person, so I can't do anything anymore for that. And just please give me a chance and don't give up on me. This is a huge favorite. That's why it's the first one. Miserably is my uncle's favorite because, you know, we're dumbasses and he's a dumbass. And, well, I was a fool and I failed. And that's it. And I'm gonna pay the price. And his singing is gorgeous here. It's very contempt, like, yeah, I failed miserably. And now I bathe in my misery. And that's it, because I deserve it. And a lot of instrumentals.
Hanging from my mind. Oh, well, I failed miserably. Now I bathe in my misery.
another instrument heavy, very slow song. It's very melancholic, but it doesn't sound so sad, but it's still, yeah, I fucked up, and it's very good. This, I don't know where Saint Eric's Plan is, but it's another one that plays in Death Stranding, and it's very pretty. This is also another favorite line, we just go away or we gonna, get better. This line here, also a lot of this whole thing is just vocalizing and instruments. And this part.
There's only so many words a dead man can say. I guess I wish you the best and be on my way.
Another one of those lines that changed a lot of meaning after his death, because, yeah, sometimes people are alive. Not saying that's the case for him in any way, but many times we feel dead. You know, you can't say things, you can change things, and but it's very pretty. You know, so many people that you had so many sadness or anger about, but if I saw you right now, just we have to go on with our life. There's not much to do. This album, Ross, is one of the most happier ones. With Slow Down and Make You Feel Not Around, they always made me felt as very romantic, very light, and they're lighter than the others, because the others are very melancholic and very sad, very acoustic still, but still very good. I'm glad I met you, and in my darkest times you were there. I'll Make You Feel When You're Not Around connects to another of these songs. Do You Miss Me? I love this. Gives a feeling of a morning. You just woke up. I have a little video with this song, and it's so pretty. It's with another singer.
Do you
Every time I discover new things, because I didn't even know this lyric. I think it didn't have lyrics before, if I remember, but I had never seen, my bed has become the best friend that I know. And as someone who stays most of their day sleeping, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, it's, I really love it. Um, Digging your own grave, it's very, very relatable feelings. This one, I have so many favorites, as you can see, but this one, I think I love all of this. It's short, but all of this is perfect. You know, um, the trying to keep these bones inside my skin. My favorite line, "Give up," has many, verses I like, but this is just perfect. You know, time is always moving. Time never stops. It doesn't pause. So, even if something sad happens, you life just keeps moving on, and you'll never be able to go back. And as a 18-year-old, it just feels like, oh my god, am I wasting my teenage years? Am I wasting time? Am I like left behind? like what am I gonna do with my life? But it doesn't matter because oh, I wasted my teenage years. Well, can go back. If you can go back, then what are you gonna do now? Because what only matters is what you're gonna do now. And but still, we have to move slowly because um, I don't remember the name of the movie in English, but life is very quick. And if you're also quick and you don't take the time to stop and look around, then you miss it. You miss, the good things in life. And simple answers not simply found. Explanations are not always clear, but they get lost. And don't cry for me, even though I wept so much for these songs. I've cried so many times. And this things that the Barbie movie even says, ideas last forever. Even if you're dead, if you're an artist, a writer, a musician, a painter, those things, even if you're dead, that's your legacy, because words last forever and ideas will always, they remain. And many times we leave, sometimes people die and close people or just they go away, and there's always that thing that you never said and you're like, oh my god, I wish I could have said that. I wish I could have said that I love them, that I really cared. And sometimes we just oh, I'm not gonna say it, because I'm afraid or something. But you should share the things that you feel and that you want to share, because they're gonna last and that can change a whole relationship. you know Make clear to, say you like the people you like so they know, because many times they feel like, oh, they hate me, so I'm just gonna go away, when in reality you really um, liked and wanted their company. So this is probably my number one, but I can't choose because I love so many of these songs. These are not horror. They're just there because it's my sleeping playlist. But I could go on and on. These are give me, that in love romantic feeling, and they're less sad but still very pretty. And I think for these, that's it. They're very gorgeous. Um, they are my most listened. I don't know how it will show on this year's Spotify Rewind, but it is my most listened artist of all time. But still, this unreleased album made me cry so much. There's some weird songs, like the samples, and they're very, like jarring. It's very noisy and, not great if you're trying to sleep or something. I haven't analyzed this much. They're very good. I want to study or work on something, just let this whole thing play. They're all very pretty. But my favorite ones are Butterflies, because it's, uh, again, the drums and the singing. I, I have said this so many times, but to me, personally, um, Ryan's voice will always be the prettiest voice I've ever heard in singing. Like ever. That guy was an angel singing, and nothing will compare to it. There's similar stuff, like I said, Radiohead, that I think has inspired Lowroar, and then Talking Heads, the Talking Heads that I also really like. very very good, very fun, but it's way more funky, and I do love that. You know, the experimental, funky, different types of music. It's very not what you expect, but it's still very good. Talking Heads inspired Radiohead, and Radiohead inspired a bit, I believe, of Horror. So they're all very good. Again, with the very good instrumentals, very good vocals, and the very unique vocals, and the abstract, metaphorical lyrics. You know, that if you just read, it's like, well, that's nonsense. What is this guy singing about? But it's all metaphors.
Space, I see more of my enemies.
He's so gorgeous, just, this really good. Idiot. The guitar sounds a lot like Friends Make Garbage. It's just very familiar and very, very sad. And it's a favorite.
I'm not an idiot.
And very relatable because, bro, I'm not dumb, I can do better. Again, with a very angelical voice. This one, I love it so much also. It's very more rhythmic, has more rhythm.
That way's under nowhere. Just let me know when you get there. Just let me know when you get there.
But it still has that very, ethereal vibe to it, very distant, very, this picture also helps it a lot. This is just a transition thing. And then my favorite of these that I need to download on my phone because it's so good, because it's very different from all the other albums, everything they have ever done. It's way more cheery and happy, but it's still so good. Again, with a very, happy, rhythmical guitar.
Between the walls that follow me back someday, or will I remain far away and be another memory you say? Am I too late? Need I wait? I never wanted to be safe. Time to waste, I'm hanging around. Oh, am I lost? Have I been found? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think this is the perfect ending to my rumble. Such a gorgeous compilation of songs. Just wanted to do this silly thing before I go to lunch to share how much I love this music. I just lost. You know, everyone's lost, not just you. You know, me, everyone. But you know, we feel lost. We can be found someday and find ourselves. And I think this is it. I still wish to someday have the money to buy their discs. I don't even know if they have it um, at some place because it's very rare. I wish I could do posters to put on my walls, but I don't know if I'll ever find good quality photos. But yeah, this is it. I wanted to share my love and appreciation for this gorgeous, beautiful, uh, amazing music, and how much I love music. You know, I listen to music basically every day, all the time, on repeat. And I have like these very calm, sad songs, but I also have things like super industrial metal and Brazilian funk. So, you know, but I love this. I will always carry these words with me, all of these, and that's it. Uh, kind of, yeah, an 1 hour, very short video, but that's it. That's me sharing my love for this band, and you should hear it. I think anyone can love some song because there are just so many songs, and they're less experimental than, you know, Talking Heads or Radiohead. So they're very calm and very sad, and everyone feels sad sometimes. So I guess that's it. Thank you for listening, and bye bye.